Oh, what, 15 grand total?
Yeah.
Is that what he wants to pay us?
Well, yeah. Because she's like, that'd be fine. And he goes, good.
I'll do it for the fun of it.
All right. He says,
they can still have 7.5 each. I don't care about money.
Yeah. And we all know why that is now that actually works out.
Don't give me it because it'll just go out the window of the car.
Funniest thing ever. He's like,
he was not happy.
No, he was with somebody else he'd been taking money off of, and I was like, you find $1,000 gift certificate. He rolled down the window and threw it out. And he's like, nah. And the other guy's like, oh.
All the cool take stuff I could have bought from Amazon.
So, great.
Wow.
Any other information you need?
Where's the boat?
He tells you it's in Lee Key Shipyards.
All right. How about you tell us who the client is, huh?
Yeah.
Not your client.
Oh.
The guy who owns the tiger. I want to know what we're getting into here.
Oh, he's a businessman.
Yeah, go on.
You know, just
with ties to what?
Oh, a corporation. You know,
a corporation.
He's not even on the boat for the next couple of days, is what the word is I have heard.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how many guards are we looking at here? Or is
not sure. It should be less than a dozen. Hopefully, maybe about a dozen. I'm not sure. The pay is good though.
Right.
And she thinks it's great. Empathy rolls.
I'm getting an initial idea.
Okay, empathy rolls on this guy.
Good.
Now that you know he's reluctant to identify the client and has now mentioned that there's a dozen guards, he seems nervous that you may wish to renegotiate the price.
Yeah, this seems a tall order for 15K. I don't care about the money, but for these two, I think you need to give them more.
Give me a bargain roll, Alex, as you begin haggling with him.
Yes.
He'll up it to 30K, but the tiger has to be in pristine condition.
Of course. Would you expect us to be? Animals?
He goes,
talking about animals, I might need a live lion and a unicorn suit. Do you think you know where I can get them?
Well, I don't, but if you want some of your money in advance do you even use money?
Other people use money for me.
He looks at those two.
Yeah. So, we'll if we need an advance, we'll come back, but we need to do some recon first.
Take a card for reconning it first. All right, he says. Cut to
reconning it first.
The Lee Key Shipyards. Right. Scott, you're able to go at a +20 if you want to keep it on the ground as you're pretending it's a car. Give me your. I'm giving you a great bonus to your roll because you've been doing so well. I just want to see if you're gonna bash the fuck out of it on the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bash the fuck out of it.
No problem. You fucking ram into other people's cars at random. There were some people chasing you on foot for a while, but they gave up because you might go sideways faster. Yeah. Alex is in the back yelling demons and shit.
No. I am not getting willingly into that demon box. I will go by horse-drawn carriage. It takes me much longer.
All right, no problem. Do you guys want to go back and get in the carriage with him? Because he's calling for a horse-drawn carriage, and pretty much you haven't made it out of the parking lot. But you have managed to crash almost every car in the parking lot.
I guess that would save on gas.
He's just been going around bashing into all the other cars in the parking lot.
I know Dana has a thing for horses. Okay, I get out.
Maybe we set it down. Shut it off first, Glenn.
Ooh, yes.
Take a card for that. I was going to have him go, yeah, getting pushed into it. All right, so.
I like this one.
Yeah.
The other ones never do that.
No problem. People are coming out of the hospital as you guys are standing there waiting for a horse-drawn carriage, going, ah, looking at what's left of their cars. One of the guys, he comes over and he's like hitting the button thing, but the top is all crushed down. And he's like trying to open the door and get in and push the top back up, and it's not working. So eventually a horse-drawn carriage arrives. People come out and take pictures of it. The horse has got some sort of gas mask on as well as the driver. You guys all have gas masks on, or if you need to breathe. And no problem. So, yeah, they take you over to the Lee Key shipyards at the docks. And
I brought my binoculars.
Oh, thank God. No problem. You find the boat. It's out in the water. It's
prepared PCs. I'm so happy.
It's probably about 200 meters offshore. It appears to be a fairly large size yacht. You see a couple of guards standing guard. Mm-hmm. We're guards, one says to the other.
I'm over decked again. Sorry. I'm about to ditch the escape card unless if somebody wants it.
No, we have to use that, then basically it's all going to shit anyway.
Yeah. So goodbye. All right, thank you. Carry on. Binoculars.
Should I roll surveillance?
Are you wanting to surveil them for a couple hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah, great. You guys find a place to hole up. It is a pain in the ass hanging out in your fucking gas masks and stuff for like that for so long, but is really close to the city. It's at the docks just south of the city, and holy crap, is it horrible. You saw some guy accidentally get pushed in the water by somebody else who didn't like him, and part of his clothes dissolved. And
nice.
Yeah, I mean, the water gets cleaner as you go further out, which could be why the rich yacht owner doesn't want to bring his boat in closer to the docks. You're gonna guess.
So we're not swimming for it.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, if you've got enough lead plating on and stuff, you should be fine.
I don't suppose the wizard mentioned where he wants the tiger dropped off at.
No, he forgot to tell you that, but you can probably find out from him. Yeah. A quick phone call will do it. If
did he give his number to one of the other two?
Yeah, to the only one who understood what a phone number was, although it turns out once you get here that she doesn't own a phone that works. So, yeah. Yay! We're ready now. Yay! You're thinking with the advance, she could, if you get the money, she could buy a phone. Yeah, the horse-drawn carriage, by the way, that's 100 cred, guys. Holy crap! And they'll get you back to the hospital right now. Yeah, you need somebody to pay it because Alex doesn't carry money or care.
Do the horses have gas masks? Oh, good horses.
Yeah, it looks really super uncomfortable, and it's got like it doesn't have just the padded hoof things. It has like booty things that it's wearing because they don't want the horse's flesh to get splashed with some of the water and shit because it might dissolve part of the horse, and then you'll have stumpy horse.
Okay, I'll fork over 100 creds, ride grudgingly. Then I made my surveillance roll.
Right. You're going to guess there's probably at this time about half a dozen guards. There could be more that never come up onto deck. And occasionally one will come over and he'll toss what looks a lot like chum over the side. And then they'll sit and watch shark fin looking things, although they could be dolphins, and laugh for a while. And it also looks like there's big what's it called, spotlights and stuff like that are not currently turned on on the yacht. There's the antenna thing that goes around. It's a pretty good sized yacht. It's like a 90-footer, 100-footer. And you're going to guess that it's the kind of yacht that it might not be possible to remain undetected on it, but it does have a lot of room. So it's possible you could do the duck in different rooms and shit. And as long as nobody's in that room or you don't get eaten by a tiger, you're fine.
What about anyone other than guards? Do we see anyone like
No.
like cleaners or anything? Boat cleaners?
No, just the guards who are looking pretty bored and inattentive.
How good do the guards look, Logan? Like, are they like oh, these guys are like ex-military type thing, or are they just guns for hire type thing?
Give me either appraisal, military lore, something like that.
Military lore. No. There. The guys are guns. Yay.
About the spotlights, are they pointed up at the air or down at the water?
Down at the water, but they're not turned on yet because it is currently daytime and there's plenty of light right now.
Right. Okay.
It appears they also have like some sort of rubber dinghy thing that they could lower off of the yacht if they wanted to. Yeah. You have no idea how to get a tiger from out there to in here. There seems to be water between you. And well, if it doesn't dissolve, yes. Yes, it maybe could swim. You're not really sure. You've never had to fucking deal with a tiger before, I don't think.
What if
Female tiger.
we have a keg of beer spiked with ketamine delivered?
That works every time. Every adventure, you start with a spiked ketamine keg.
We should just have them stockpiled. Like, go and get one of the spikes, ketamine kegs.
Might as well. It's worked so far.
That'd be hilarious.
Glenn, this world probably has that. Like, that's already a flavor.
Oh yeah, you can probably just order that.
Sheila, take a card. You're probably right.
Get it from the Stitch and Go.
Yes, that's...
Stitch and Go. Right, so what possibilities do we have? Or is there anything else we need to try and find out while we're here?
It doesn't look like we can tell what room the tiger is in, does it?
Not from here. Does anybody have a lot of boating skill to maybe know about yachts and shit?
Yeah.
No.
Well, the thought is the chum that they're throwing overboard to feed the sharks is probably scraps of whatever they're feeding the tiger. So you can tell what room they're coming out of with that.
Boating, sailing.
Yeah, go for boating, sailing. Scott, take a card for something you said.
Yes.
You're thinking that once you're on the yacht, Alex, you should easily be able to find the room that they're keeping the tiger in. Yeah.
See, what I'm thinking is for at least the escape part. I think getting a tiger off the boat and trying to get it on shore is probably not the best idea. I'm thinking of hijacking the boat somehow, taking the boat to another location where the wizard will meet us with, another boat, offload the cage with the tiger in, so we never have to take the tiger out the cage, and then off they go with it. And then we return the boat. So the guy's not done with the boat, he's just lost a tiger. That way he's not going to be really pissed and come after us with all his worldly assets. Well, he might.
That was better than my thought.
Okay.
Chose her with a missile launcher. Fuck you, tiger!
That was my thought.
Really?
Well, they're out there on a stinking boat in acid, so they should, if they're this planned up, have some sort of escape plan with the tiger set up anyway. So instead of trying take the ship out of the picture, now they're on a little stupid dinghy that would be easier to overtake. But I don't know. I don't have a missile launcher under here.
If you know how to pilot that boat and we can take care of the guards, that sounds like the best idea.
I could probably sell the boat,
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and play self-improvement. I get a D3 to a skill.
Yeah, if they escape out onto a dinghy, then I guess I'm like there on a kayak, be like, okay, jump overboard now.
You're thinking
there's
with
no
six
there's
guys?
no ending to that.
I think we would get on a boat with a dinghy with a tiger in a cage in it.
Yeah.
They've got quite long reach even outside the bars.
I'll have my kayak paddle. I'll be ready.
Oh dear. So I think that's a bit. We need to find out. Let's go. Okay. We don't have any. What about the driver, the guy who's brought us here in the horse-drawn carriage?
What about him? He's over there. Shows him like trying to have a smoke through the gas mask.
Excuse me, sir. Can you borrow your demon box? We'll give you a bit of money for it. For the call.
Is that a sexual thing? He says confused.
It could be.
He means your magic mirror.
He looks totally baffled.
I show him my phone. This one doesn't work.
He looks at it. A phone, he says. You want a phone.
That's what I said, demon box. Come on.
Mine's not very good. He looks kind of embarrassed.
That's all right.
All right. He gives you
the big brick ones. Hello?
He pulls out. It's pretty big and it's got a rotary dial on it, and he hands it to her.
Nice. I just want to Right. Call the wizard, please.
I'll step away from the carriage driver and the presumably beautiful horses and look up the number and call up.
The horses all have ponchos and shit on them to keep the acid rain off, so they might be nice.
Just let him know we got an idea. We'd like to meet him somewhere in the ocean, close to shore, with him with a ship that he can unload the tiger off onto. Because we do not have the resources to be able to unload a tiger. Yay.
You
make the call.
You call up the wizard, and he says, "This is me. How may I help you?"
Alex, did you want to... Sorry, Governor Alex, did you want to use the phone?
I'm not Governor Alex. You must have the wrong number.
You'll have to make the call for me, as I do not touch demon boxes.
All right, very well. Hello, wizard. This is a call on behalf of Governor Alex.
No names, no names, he says.
We've been to the riverside, and we would like a boat to meet us when we're done with our holiday.
Ooh, nice code.
Okay. You want a boat to meet you, and you are going to be on land or at sea?
We'll be at sea.
I see. And how will you get the souvenirs? You can't hear him. I don't think it's that bad a phone. How will you get?
Got my
You're in there.
How will you get these souvenirs from your boat to my boat?
That is undetermined at this time.
I see. All right.
How are you planning on taking delivery?
I scoot the phone over.
That's up to you, says the voice from the magic mirror. So we can have a boat ready for you.
We'll have to get some kind of winch pulley system or something.
What?
There's...
Hello?
I mean, there's tools for this. There's a pole with a thing that goes around their neck and
what the hell is he talking about?
You want to do that? I want to keep.
We would like to bring this.
You.
We would like. We'll need help bringing the souvenir in its box onto our.
What do you need us to bring a boat with a winch or something?
Yes.
All right, we'll have call back on this same number and tell us where and when.
Very good. Thank you.
Goodbye. Hang up.
Hang on.
Perfect. Right.
I fill in Governor Alex.
Yes. Excellent. That's what we need. All we need now is to come up with a clever way of disposing of, but probably not trying to kill the guards. Because that would just angry the guy even more.
Keg of beer.
Unfortunately, I'm thinking these guys might be just a bit too professional for that.
It shows the guys in body armor with the machine gun or assault rifles looking around.
However, they have to eat.
Yeah.
They have to eat, and I'm sure there's a cook on board. I wonder if the cooks must change. They have to come out for food or something. But it depends on how well stocked it is and how long it will. I'm sure
if they're there all the time, they have to have deliveries of some sort.
And the cooks, I think we could replace the cooks with ourselves and cook a meal that the guards will eat, and it would be poisoned. Not poisoned, but, knockout.
Ketamine.
Yes.
Everything has ketamine.
We could ask the horse guy if he has any horse tranquilizers.
Just in case the horse is going ballistic. It's true. I think they have to carry it.
Yeah, how do they get them in the suits?
I don't think he's going to part with it, because he needs it for just in case his horse goes ballistic. Right. Yeah. I definitely looked at Cook's idea. We should dress as cooks. Go over and say we're relieving the other cooks. What's the... Okay, hold on. How about this?
I doubt they actually have cooks. They probably just have shitty prepared food delivered.
Let's go around this a bit of a cleverer way. Well, it might not be clever, but we're here now. Unless we've already found it, we could obviously look at the name of the ship and then research the ship itself, see who it belongs to.
That's a smart idea.
You could always go to the dock master as well, because they normally always carry information about the ships they hold in dock. And he might be able to be persuaded to release some of the information as well. So let's do that. People who can use computers. Research! Go!
I still have the carriage driver's telephone, which is... So you said it was a rotary dial, so like it's a... It's like a cell phone with still a rotary dial?
Yeah.
Hey, I know how to use a rotary phone.
All right, so I'll try to use it, but for the internet though, Glenn.
Cool.
We talked about that.
It doesn't even have a...
the internet is in England.
And over this, Glenn.
What's that, Matt?
The ice packs are good, but they don't last long.
Oh.
That's right, I put both in so I can replace each one.
Yeah, we went over it. It's in Big Ben.
It's not in Big Ben.
He has a point, though. Yes.
So this is just really somehow a wireless rotary phone only?
Apparently, yes. You don't know what kind of poor person this poor carriage driver is, but you're thinking tipping him might help. Is that helping, Matt?
Yeah.
Good.
It's just basically killing the pain.
Murder that pain.
We do not have the access to internet information right here with what we have.
Glenn, take a card. By the way, you hear a weird buzzing sound from the horse. The guy goes over and does something with one of the horse's legs, and the buzzing stops.
Oh, what was that?
Nothing, he says.
Is your horse going to explode?
No, it's fine. He says, no, it's perfectly normal, ordinary horse.
Oh.
No, it's a normal horse, he says.
By the way, do you have any horse tranquilizers?
No, I'm out, he says. It shows a cut to him with a fucking rubber band thing tied to an arm, passed out in the fucking bathroom somewhere.
Are you sure your horses have enough water for the day?
He'll be fine, he says. This world sucks so much, you're thinking.
Not even the horses are real, Tammy.
I'm going to need a demon box ring-a-ling magic
no problem.
screen.
He can take you to a store to get that. By the way, the name of the boat is called the Ship-Faced.
Ship-based?
Faced.
Faced.
As in shit-faced.
Ship-faced. Got it.
Clever.
It's one of those adventures.
Show me when an adventure I run isn't one of those adventures.
All right, let's get in the perfectly legitimate biological horse-drawn carriage.
Okay.
Demons at the front and I'm at the back.
No problem. It's a perfectly ordinary horse, insists the guy. As you're going and the horse is taking, the tail lifts up and a bunch of greasy nuts and bolts fall out the back.
That's not right.
Perfectly ordinary.
Wow.
So you guys go to a store and it says phones with plans, phones for criminals. Pick up on the criminal phones for 20, no plan required. It says burner phone, good for at least one use, on the packaging. It also has how to set up a drug deal and instructions on the back of the box and stuff. Yeah, good stuff.
Wow.
To make it easy.
How much are they?
20 cred.
I want a bunch. I'll take 5.
No problem. If you buy one more, a 6-pack, then you can get them for even 100 because they have a deal for buying a 6-pack.
Yes.
Get one free.
They cater for their criminals.
I will also buy one.
All right, just one or one?
I would give you
Just
one of
one.
mine.
I'm gonna hang on to my own.
Okay.
Just in case.
No problem.
So how do I have 6 or do I have 7?
You've got 6.
All right, 6 for 100. Gotcha.
Yep, good deal. All of their plans will end after a month, but you're expecting to say something and then trash it, say something and trash it.
I'll only activate one at a time.
Yeah. What kind of store is this?
Vending machine store. There's the person seems to be some sort of robot type thing. Alex is standing outside glaring at a store which is all vending machines. And there's also a turret gun in the ceiling in case somebody gets violent with the vending machines.
So they probably don't have any animal control poles with the nooses on them.
He's adamant he wants to go 1-to-1 with the tiger.
No, they give me a luck roll for something else that might help Glenn.
Yes.
Wow, is that a crit?
That is a crit.
You can buy. They sell a lasso here that you can get for 10 cred. They also sell a clear Lexan shield for riots and stuff like that. It doesn't say whether protecting yourself from one or participating in one. It just says for riots. And you can also buy a chair. So you can get a whip and a chair, or you go with the shield. They also have a hat that says Lion Tamer on it, and it has a battery inside, and so it lights up and it flashes LEDs.
You have to get one of those.
That's 8 cred for the hat.
Wow.
Do they have Tiger Safe?
No, they don't have the tigers. You can also in addition to the whip, chair, and possibly a shield and the tiger taming hat, you can also get a like little figurines of different tigers and a bear.
Are they whips or lassos?
They have a whip and a lasso because you made a crit in your luck roll. They have all kinds of crazy shit here. They have lassos and whips, both of which I doubt you bought skill in because they are different weapons. So have fun with that. You got to learn. Fuck it. With learning, you can do anything. I want to repair the rocket. Woo!
I'm going to get 3 whips and 3 lassos. And do they have any guns?
Yes, they do. For 50 cred, you can get one that holds 10 shots and is not reloadable, or for 75 cred, it's 15 shots. It is reloadable, and for an even 25 cred, you can get an extra clip of 15.
Nice.
Huh.
The guns seem to be made of plastic and are sold in a vending machine. And it says you must be over age 8 to purchase this gun. They also have a different machine that says back to school special on it. It has the guns and stuff in there. That's mostly about rifles.
Any machine guns?
Yeah, you can buy a machine gun. Those are 500 for the machine gun. And it comes with 4 clips of ammo. They're full, and it's disposable. It says it has fingerprint resistant coating on it as well.
All right, that's a little rich for right now. I'll get the 15-shot reloadable gun.
You want an extra clip of ammo for a total of 100 cred?
And an extra clip.
Spend 100 cred. Neat.
And the lassos. We'll just get lassos instead of whips.
Don't want a whip in a chair?
Nah.
All right.
That's going to piss it off.
Yeah. I can see how that's going to go. It's not going to go pretty.
How much are the lassos?
8 cred each.
Okay. 124.
Sorry. I'm supposed to do shark suits, do they?
Shark suits. I want an amazing luck roll as you yell in. I want a shark suit.
How about crit?
Fine. They sell a. It shows like the guy in the suit laughing hysterically as all the people on the beach are running for their lives and stuff. So yeah, you can get a fool your friends with the shark suit. In fact, with a crit, it's even reinforced so that it doesn't dissolve in the toxic water and shit of this planet. Amazing.
Everyone knows that the sharks are natural enemies of the tigers.
Those are 30 per shark suit, and you can buy the small air thing sold separately for an extra 100. That gives you like 15 minutes of air if you want to swim around with just the fucking fin
This
show.
is our way in, guys.
Well, you know, there were like actual sharks out there, so
But they're not going to touch us because we'll be sharks. What could possibly go wrong? It's foolproof.
I step out of the shop so I can more easily talk to Alex.
He won't go in the shop. In fact, he yells demons and points at a lot of different shit on the streets and stuff. There's some guy setting up near him with the end is nigh sign, and he nods every time.
Good place to start.
That's an interesting approach. And then we would have the middle part of how we're no longer in the water.
Yes.
So that would be a way in.
Take a card for thinking ahead, Sheila, as opposed to swimming out there and looking confused, as so many players have in the past. Oh, I like it when people are thinking at least the next move ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking of.
Yeah, we needed to get out there.
Wearing shark suits with cooking hats on, so we can swim up and be like, "We are cooking sharks," and then we get
oh my.
We are the completely legitimate cooking shark replacements for your cooking sharks.
for all your cooking shark needs.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I have some good cards that I don't know how to
Find the
whittle.
one you love the least and offer to trade it to anybody else.
Yeah. I have round revision to change the next combat card.
That's a good
I have
card.
the healing card. Do we think that we'll be injured? That we'll all need to heal 2 health points
Oh yeah,
Just
we don't
swimming
have,
in the
while we're
water
dressed
probably
as sharks in acid.
we don't have the regeneration here, right?
No, your
Yeah,
talent
we'll
is
probably
not
need that.
working here.
Yeah.
I just drew analyze device. Gain a vague notion of how something works. That might help with voting.
That card is actually very specific. Unfortunately, it won't. I've rarely seen it used to a very effective manner because it has to be, everyday item and stuff. It won't really do much on. So if you're gonna get rid of one, I'll just get rid of that.
Yeah, that's good for the we don't even know what the fuck this thing does type of stuff.
If you find a Mygo brain jar and you want to know what it is, that's the card you want. But I can't see that happening in this adventure.
I hope not.
We didn't think we'd be seeing chef sharks, but it seems to be happening.
Yeah.
All right, I dropped it.
Crazy shit happens when you play with Alex Henry.
Indeed.
Tiger taming hat.
That's
Chef
it.
sharks.
Did anybody buy one of the tiger taming hats?
No.
No.
Really? Wow.
No, I'm going to take note of this place because I will come back one day and
Wait, do I have my 1920s hat?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
But you could actually, Alex wouldn't wear it, so that means she has to wear it if you got a tiger taming hat because she's the only one who doesn't have a hat that I am aware of.
I'm not wearing a hat right now.
It's all you.
Wouldn't it be ironic if it gave you a bonus to taming the tiger? That'd be odd.
That would be weird.
It could be a magic tiger taming hat, yes.
I'm thinking, unless if that's going to be our entry. Hello, we're here to tame your tiger.
That's an odd way to fucking introduce yourself.
Yeah, no, that's not. I mean,
Maybe we should get the chair.
tiger maintenance. We're here to maintain your tiger. And they'll be like, we don't have anything to schedule. And we're like, come on, boy, we got 10 other tigers we got to maintain today.
Wow.
Busting our balls. Oh, dear.
Okay, while you guys plot and scheme, I'm going to grab some more drink.
That could work, but they'd probably be upset when we start stealing the boat.
Well, we would need to have our specialized other boat come because it needs to be trained on that one. And don't follow us.
Yeah, like you said, I think disposing of the guards in some good, clever manner in which, you know, they're knocked out for a while. We sail the boat to another location, because if we try and do it there and there, someone might spot us. We're in a harbour type thing. So I think we pick a place in the middle of nowhere. Yep. We meet the other boat with the crane on it. We get the cage to the upper deck and then hoist it over, and then we return the boat back. And we get back another way, and then the guards wake up and they're like, "Ah, the tiger's gone." That way, the guards are still alive, the boat's still there, they're just minding the tiger.
Yep.
Logan, if this turns out to be a mechanical tiger, I'm going to be so fucking pissed off at you.
That's fucking funny as shit. Take a card, Matt. I like that idea.
I don't think that we're going to be able to overpower them.
No, I don't. I think that's not a good
I think
idea.
the shark chefs is
Shark chef.
maybe a little tinkering, but that's probably the...
Yeah, I mean, any way we can either get some kind of like nerve agent on board, some kind of knockout gas, or something in the food or water.
If we just have the food or drink delivered and then come up once they're knocked out, that would be ideal, I think. If we can get them to take it.
I don't suppose any of you guys are really clever with demon boxes, are you?
No.
I have a passing knowledge for a person of my era.
Damn.
Which is 2018.
Damn. Double damn.
There were floodlights. Were those attached to the boat, or were they external?
I think they were. Well, I think they were on the boat. I don't know whether they were.
Because we know on how to fly a car, kind of, sort of, sometimes.
There's something I think we're overlooking which could be quite important, and that is, and we might need to hire, or should I say, you guys might need to hire someone. So it might be worth us going to get an advance for this, because it might be a lot. But what I'm thinking is a boat that size might have probably a good security system on board, so cameras and stuff like that. Now, twofold. One, if we can get a guy to hack in, that gives us eyes on the inside before we go in, which might get us a better layout, might get us to know who else is there other than the guards, whether there's cooks or cleaners or whatever like that. And second off, we need someone to erase that when we go on board, because we don't want our ugly mugs on their security system going, "Hey, we're the ones that stole your tiger. Thanks."
I would like to point out, if you're wearing the shark suit, your face is not visible.
God damn.
I haven't taken off my mask. If I'm going on there.
Gas mask works too.
Or dress as a shark. Either one.
I think it's still important, though, that we should try and see if at least there is a security system and whether it can be got to by a demon whisperer.
Well, for that matter, go ahead, Glenn.
Did we ever do a research roll on like the model of the boat?
Not yet. I now have my phone.
Yay! That's what we were doing. Yes, sidetrack.
Oh yeah!
Yay!
I was, along with your demon whisper idea of it would be probably slick and impossible to have their guidance systems, if they had it set up and as a autopilot deal, to just take them over to where we want them to. Just take control of the boat remotely.
I think you
probably would notice.
Yeah. I'm thinking that it's a good idea if it wasn't for the fact the guards were on board, but I think they'd be like, "Hey, wait a minute.
Where are we going? We're going for a ride. Yay!
Yay, and free beer.
Yay!
Just have a slight ketamine taste to it.
Yay!
Usually you have to pay extra for that.
All right, we're out of the shop. Over. I'm got my phone out. I will activate one of my 6-pack and do some library usage. I done good.
Cool.
Nice.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking up ship-faced. I want to know who owns it. I want to know all that there is to know about it.
Okay.
That stuff is, I don't know if you know about this, but my dad does a lot of sailing. That stuff is all like public information.
Oh, yeah. Unless you're in the cyberpunk age and you pay to get rid of it. Are you doing something else over there?
No.
Mm-hmm. So, you find out the owner. He's not really that important, although he is a violent, rich sociopath, as many are.
Mm-hmm.
He is currently, basically, he's a real tiger fancier. It has pictures of him with his tiger. You find his social media website because there's something special about putting up pictures of you and your tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, you can watch videos of him and his tiger, and occasionally he'll, it will attack other people, but not him for some reason. It likes him a lot, enough not to kill his dumb ass. Right now, according to his social media page, he's in like Taiwan on a business meeting. He does some sort of vague corporate stuff. You're thinking that if you were to mess with this guy, sink his boat, kill his tiger, all that shit, yeah, you'd have a pretty rich guy mad at you, and yeah, he could hire people to kill you if you were dumb enough to show your face and stuff like that. But he's not working with like the mafia or something like that. He's not that well connected.
So we're not going to wake up with tiger heads in our bed.
That would be quite a fucking trip there. I'm not saying you won't. You may. If there's anybody who will wake up with a tiger head in its bed, it'd probably be Alex Kinley. And then he'll look confused and go, did I fuck a tiger to death last night? I don't remember. The boat itself, it's got a big area in it, and according to his social media stuff, if that is accurate with that amazing role, it pretty much the main big cabin thing has been turned to tiger usage, and he has pictures of it where the tiger's just laying around. There's no cage. There's no cage.
Whoa. Hold on. So there's no cage, but there are guards down there, and they only come up every now and again. So
well, it's not the whole area. It's a good portion of the below decks area is apparently tiger land.
Right.
Give me spot hidden rolls. Well, not the guy who won't look at the demon box. The other guys who will look at the demon box, give me spot hidden rolls.
Yeah, sorry. I fucking got crit roll.
Hey. That's a crit.
Nice.
I didn't make it. I see nothing.
Apparently, in the main door in and out, it's like one of the 1920s slots, but is activated from the outside and is much bigger. Your guess is open it up, shove the meat in, close it, and hope not to die. That's probably their feeding strategy, or toss the meat in.
Oh, but this has just made it so much better.
Good.
So much better, because now I just realised what we can do. If we get on board, they only come up every now and again to dump the chunk that the meat overboard. Apart from that, no one else is top deck. So if we can actually get onto top deck without being heard or seen, we barricade the door so they're shut downstairs. And that way we can take the boat wherever we want. And then when we need to get down below for the thingy, we just gas the crap out of the container that has the guys in it.
Actually, there's usually 2 guys above decks, but taking out 2 guys as opposed to 6 is much easier. So yeah, it's still. Well, they rotate up eventually to get some fresh air, but there's usually a couple guys who are looking bored out of their minds up there. Because all those floodlights and shit aren't doing you any good if you're not watching the water.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of ocean at 360 thing to watch with 2 guys if it's nighttime.
Yeah.
So it's possible to sneak by them.
It's still tough though.
I mean, if you trust to sharks, that would obviously help a lot.
Yeah.
God, I'm looking forward to this.
I'm just thinking there's got to be a better way of just doing even a stealthy way. Like we'd have to dispatch them, and with how combat works in this system, I can see us like
Well, don't forget, I am bumping up damage 2 places for complete and utter surprise. So, yeah, sexy.
Well, I do.
Well,
that's why I'm holding my +6 and my +4 damage cards.
Holy shit! Now, since you can play them all at once and shit. Oh shit!
That's one guy taking care of.
That's one guy probably paced. Yeah.
I mean, we can just stun damage them into unconsciousness. That's an option.
I think it'll be stunned into death, but
yeah, might play out that way. Grapple them and throw them overboard
into the acid. That's not.
It doesn't dissolve, and Scott's like, "Now he's stunned."
Knock him out, put him into the discarded shark suits, and then roll him over.
We will not be hurting anyone anymore. But then we lose the stock. Oh, we've got to lose the shark suits. I want to keep those.
Well, however we're infiltrating, we should probably try the food or drink delivery first. They might not go for it, but maybe some of them will get knocked out.
Yeah. I suppose the problem with that is that we lose the element of surprise doing it that way.
Well, I mean, if we're not the ones doing the delivery, then we can still surprise them. We pay somebody to take the thing and boat it up to their boat and hand it over. Just see what happens.
Ice cream truck boat. Here we are.
Yeah.
We would need to do all of the ideas together.
Take your card. I like the way you're thinking. I'm now imagining in the ice cream truck boat, the driver is a guy in a shark suit with a tiger thing balanced on top. Hello.
That'd be like, it's a fucking circus or something.
I think that would surprise the shit out of the guards.
While Sheila's doing her research though on the boat, can she also get? So she got the bit about the main bit being turned into the tiger pen. What about securities for that make and model of boat? Is there a
common securities? It's like a boat owned by multi-millionaires, so you can have a wide variety of shit in here. Like, plus he may have installed other things after buying it. Like he could have installed the moon pool thing, so that if a James Bond villain is scuba diving around, then he can send out his villains with like fucking knives or spear guns or some shit.
We want to find that out. How do we find that out?
That'd be that's stuff that normally you hire a demon whisperer for, you believe, but it's not anything you've seen anybody figure out on Demon Box. Small Demon Box. One of these demon boxes, really. I'm not sure how they work, because sometimes the really big demon boxes are not strong demon boxes, and sometimes the smaller demon boxes are stronger. Right. It's very confusing and demonic.
Look, the wizard wants this job done. He wants it done clean. So if he wants it done properly and clean, then he'll find someone, hopefully, find this information out for us, because it's going to potentially save a lot. And he's got contacts. So let's go see the wizard and see if he can sort something out for us, or at least knock a bit off our winnings to pay for the service.
So you guys are off to see the wizard?
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Right. That ends your horse-drawn carriage demon thing.
Demons.
And right, it goes away. With a slight squeaking as it trots away. You guys go back into St. John's Teaching Hospital and go back to see the wizard. He is delighted and surprised to see you after you get let in past his security door. bodyguards keep a wary eye on you guys, thinking that at any moment you may draw down on them and combat will erupt.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, says the wizard.
We need some demon whispering.
I don't know what that means. Are you referring to the greater key of Solomon? He says, waving his wand about.
No. I mean, I need someone that you know to get on his demon box and find out about the security on that boat.
Are you referring to the Enochian?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about with demons?
You know me well enough. Don't make me slap you in the face.
I don't know you that well. You showed up today saying you could out-drink me, and I said I don't drink, and you said good for me, and you started drinking.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Oh. Well, anyway, information on the ship-based boat.
What about it?
We need it. Security information.
You wish to use part of your money to hire a net runner?
Yeah, I don't give a shit about money anyway.
Oh, all right. Well, good. I can get you either cheap and okay or expensive and better.
Give us the prices.
Let's see. For the cheap one, it will cost 1,000. For the good one, it will cost 5,000 and more if they want to. If you ask them for more than just information on the boat and security systems.
Yeah, 5,000.
Oh, all right. Your money, he says. Well,
no, it's not. Shut up.
No problem. He makes some calls. He gets a guy. The guy is happy to try it out. You're going with the 5,000 cred one, and he says, okay, so it's a modulated voice. He says, let me get it straight. You want the security systems of the boat called the Ship-Faced.
Ship-Faced. In this dock, we want the schematics for it.
Oh, the schematics.
Whatever, yeah. The layout, the security systems on it. We want the full enchilada.
Says the wizard. Enchiladas.
Let's go for enchiladas after this.
All right, he says. And he sends one of his guys out to go get enchiladas for everybody. Yeah. Right. The guy will attempt his skill roll as you've decided to leave things on NPC hands.
This is why you always go for the 5,000 option, not 1,000 option.
Actually, I had to find a way to go for the 10,000 credit option just because Logan has to roll. Here we go. Oh, shit. No problem. He quickly comes through with stuff. The moon pool option is not installed. Yeah. It appears that it's an air-gapped system, so you could not take control of the boat from here. But he does have radios and stuff on it. This guy is good. He's a professional. He suggests which frequencies to jam if you don't want anything inconvenient, like them calling for help or the police or something like that. Because also, of course, he recommends a cell phone jammer because they are close to the shore, so they could just call if the radio isn't working, or they'll call first. He has to know which. He suggests the make and model and stuff, which for a slight markup, the wizard tells you can send one of his boys out to get. Great. He says, give it, well, wait, let's see what else you want first. And let's see, as far as security systems, it's not going to show everything because, for example, like if he has underwater microphones, he has the ability to have that, but he may not have that. So it's one of those things that you don't need to put on the schematics. You know what I mean? It'd be like buying a really big boom box and sticking it in there and then having some underwater mics. So he's not sure if he has that. They're according to the bodyguard's information, a couple of the guys are skilled in surface-to-air missiles. So there may be some of that.
Professionals.
Well, they're okay. According to the information he came up, they're okay bodyguards. They're not quite professionals, but so if one shoots off surface-to-air missile, it may hit you. It may hit a random passing 747. It may hit another boat, but they know how to at least trigger it. Let's go with that. These are not great guards, but they're not duffers either. So, let's see, what else? What else do you want to know about the boat? It doesn't have it doesn't like have a self-destruct feature that Logan's aware of, although one of you may find a way to trigger it.
Cameras?
Pardon?
Are there cameras?
Oh yeah. Again, that's not. There's a camera room, but the cameras could also be uploading all the time or whenever it's in reach of the internet and uploading somewhere else. So having those turned off would definitely be a good idea.
Would your demon jammer take care of that once we're in range as well?
No, but he can suggest something called a light helmet, which is pretty much no, that's a light grenade. Those are awesome. He says all you have to do is you take a bunch of evil demons on a metal thing and wear it around your neck so they can choke the shit out of you. What you guys hear is different than what he hears. What you hear is basically you wear them around your head, and if cameras are at you and stuff because of the weird LEDs and stuff, it makes your face blurry. Since he's not happy with that, they also have he's just a mask, like pantyhose or something more elaborate. Or even, he says you could make yourself look like somebody else if you wanted to.
Oh, don't worry. I would take care of that.
Shark suit.
All right. He has no idea. It shows a shark, a realistic shark. The whole jaw moves when it laughs. Right. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the ship face?
Can we tell if they take deliveries or when the last time it was docked?
For another 1,000, I'll start digging into its records like that and open credits and stuff.
Can we just check through, looking through the dockmasters?
You'd have to hack
Sharks?
into the system, but you could. The wizard does not want you doing any hacking from his hospital because, you know, it's inconvenient for him to relocate. The guy who's on the Demon Box phone, on the speaker system, waits patiently to be instructed to get his extra 1,000.
What do you think, gentlemen?
It's up to you guys. I don't care. But, yes. Could be worth having.
I don't know. I would think who's at the dock would be public information.
Oh, you hear keystrokes, by the way. Like the computer guy's doing stuff. Ooh, he says, now that is interesting.
I'm thinking they just ferry supplies out to them. That's why they're...
Says the guy on the other end of the line.
He's sitting there hitting the return key. Ooh, yeah.
Only 1,000, he says. You already are paying me 5 for 1,000 more. All those answers can be yours, he says.
Go for door number 2.
What's my door number 2? He asks. Oh.
Yeah, if you can get their supply schedule, we'll pay 1,000.
So that's a yes? Am I hearing that you'd like to pay the extra 1,000?
Yeah.
Done, he says. In 2 days, at somewhere between 1 and 3 o'clock, they have something called Peapod, which is a grocery service. Let's see. Here's what all they're ordering and all that. Yeah, he gives you the full rundown of it.
That's it. That's our way in. We are becoming Peapod people.
He said, I could, if you want to pay me an extra 2,000, I'll have that Peapod delivery. Instead of going to a boat, I will reroute it to wherever you want, and then I will show up with those groceries for you. 2,000 more.